Captured in 1939, this photograph shows Francisco Franco holding his first cabinet meeting after winning the Spanish Civil War. The image marks the beginning of his authoritarian rule and the consolidation of power in Spain. This photograph shows some of the 300 to 500 people who attempted to lynch a black teenager in Shelbyville, Tennessee, in 1934. The attack was ultimately stopped by National Guard intervention, highlighting racial tensions and violence of the era. Captured on September 21, 1958, Martin Luther King Jr. is seen at Harlem Hospital recovering from a near-fatal stabbing at a book signing. The incident underscores both the dangers he faced and his resilience in the fight for civil rights. Taken in 1900 on a glass negative, this photograph shows two women working at the telephone switchboard in Junction City, Kansas. The image highlights early telecommunications, women's emerging roles in the workforce, and the era's technology. In 1918, undertrained Harlem Hellfighter Henry Johnson faced the front lines in France. When his rifle jammed, he fought off a German raid with sheer bravery, later earning France's Croix de Guerre for his heroic valor. 1 month after D-Day, in 1945, two soldiers of the 147th Infantry deploy a flamethrower to clear a tunnel position on Iwo Jima. The photograph captures the intensity and brutal realities of Pacific warfare. Captured circa 1856 to 1860, this image shows a marriage proposal unfolding during a social gathering. The scene reflects the formal courtship rituals of the era, with expressions of anticipation, surprise, and the elegance of 19th-century society. Captured on the set of Mogambo, 1953, this image shows Grace Kelly with a cigarette she never actually smoked on screen, highlighting the playful illusions and meticulous staging that defined classic MGM filmmaking. Captured in September 1938 in Bertha Hill, West Virginia, this photograph shows a miner father giving a warm smile to his baby at home. The image reflects tender family moments amid the hardships of mining life. On April 19, 1928, Charlie Berger became the last person publicly executed by hanging in Illinois. His final words, "Beautiful world. I've forgiven everybody," were witnessed by 500 people, marking a grim moment in history. Captured in 1919, this photograph shows André Maginot, France's Minister of War, standing solemnly by the tomb of the unknown soldier. The image reflects national mourning, reverence, and the enduring memory of those lost in World War I. These colossal Olmec heads, carved from massive stone, represent the ancient Mesoamerican civilization's rulers or deities. Their monumental scale, distinct facial features, and craftsmanship reflect the artistic skill and cultural significance of the Olmec society. Captured in 1934, this photograph shows Bette Davis in her early Hollywood years. Her confident gaze and poised expression hint at the star power, determination, and dramatic presence that would define her legendary acting career. Captured on the set of Dial M for Murder in 1954, this behind-the-scenes image shows actors and crew in the midst of filming. The photograph offers a glimpse into Hitchcock's meticulous direction and suspenseful storytelling process. Captured at their 1951 wedding reception, this photograph shows Barbara Payton and Frank Hotton celebrating their union. Their joyful expressions and elegant attire reflect the glamour and high-profile allure of Hollywood marriages in the era. Built in 1862, the St. Louis was America's first ironclad gunboat. This pioneering vessel represents a major innovation in naval warfare, combining armored protection with heavy artillery, and marking a turning point during the Civil War. Captured in China around 1944, this photograph shows a man smoking from an unusually long, narrow pipe. The image highlights traditional customs, daily life, and the unique cultural practices of the region during that era. Captured in 1969, this public photograph shows Omar Sharif during the promotion of McKenna's Gold. His charismatic presence and engaging smile reflect both his star power and the glamour of late 1960s Hollywood publicity events. This image juxtaposes the old stone house at Manassas National Battlefield Park in 1862 and today. It highlights the historic Civil War site's enduring presence, showing how preservation maintains the memory of pivotal moments in American history. Captured in the 1950s, this photograph shows Convair B-36 Peacemaker bombers, the largest piston-powered strategic bombers of their time. They symbolize the Cold War era's military innovation and the United States' strategic air power capabilities. Captured in 1953, this photograph shows a woman helping her alma mater, Stevens Junior School, raise funds. The image reflects community involvement, dedication to education, and the spirit of giving back to support future generations. Taken in 1929, this photograph of Grand Central Terminal in New York City captures sunlight streaming through its iconic windows. Such a scene is impossible today, as surrounding buildings now block the natural rays. Captured around 1924, this photograph shows Rudolph Valentino as Monsieur Buquet, alongside Bebe Daniels and Lois Wilson. The image reflects the glamour and elegance of silent-era Hollywood, highlighting Valentino's charismatic screen presence and period costume design. Captured in 1922 during the early stages of the Rand Revolt in South Africa, this image shows a lone communist confronting police cavalry, symbolizing the intense political tension and desperate acts of protest during the uprising. This antique glass plate negative captures a young lady on Halloween, her costume and expression reflecting the playful spirit and customs of the era. The image offers a glimpse into early 20th century seasonal traditions. Captured in 1910, this photograph shows a 6-year-old paper bar at work. The image highlights the harsh realities of child labor, early responsibility, and the determination of young children contributing to their families in the early 20th century. Captured in 1944 during Operation Nordwind in Alsace, this photograph shows a French soldier carrying a baby as civilians flee the German advance. The image reflects the human cost and compassion amid the chaos of war. Captured on June 6, 1944, this image shows an American soldier, injured during the Normandy beach landings, receiving medical attention. His grit, determination, and matted hair reflect the courage and sacrifice of D-Day's frontline heroes. Captured on the set of The Thing, 1951, this photograph shows James Ayers, Lee Green, makeup artist, and Billy Curtis. The image highlights the collaborative effort behind classic sci-fi, from special effects to on-screen performances. Captured in 1929 in the Bavarian mountains, this photograph shows Adolf Hitler with Jelly Rorbel, taken 2 years before her suspicious death in 1931. The image hints at personal dynamics overshadowed by historical infamy. Captured in 1955, this photograph shows civilians and military rebels gathered at the Córdoba Aviation School in Argentina. The image reflects the political turmoil, unrest, and complex alliances during a pivotal moment in the nation's history. Captured in 1914 on a glass negative, this photograph shows the headquarters of the National Association opposed to woman suffrage. Men are reading booklets while a woman observes, reflecting the debates and tensions surrounding women's voting rights. This photograph reflects Mossad's post-World War II efforts to capture fugitive Nazis, highlighting the failed assassination attempt on Nazi Dr. Hans Eisley in Egypt. Tragically, a parcel bomb detonated prematurely, killing an innocent postal worker instead. Captured in 1950, this photograph shows Gwendolyn Brooks, the first Black American to win a Pulitzer Prize. Her poetry candidly depicted the beauty, struggle, and resilience of Black life, earning her enduring literary acclaim. Captured in 1864, this photograph shows 15-year-old drummer boy Lucian Hubbard, who enlisted shortly after turning 14. Serving with the 14th Connecticut Infantry, he tragically died in Belle Isle Prison, reflecting the youth and sacrifice of Civil War soldiers. Captured in the 1890s by Alfred Martin, this Victorian photograph shows an indigenous Maori soldier named Rangi standing in uniform beside a seated child. The image reflects dignity, cultural identity, and the era's photographic style.